super fast and show you how data can be embedded right now into a number of different altcoins, and you can jump from one currency to another, and you can do a lot of things which I think people believe is not possible yet because they're waiting for some important person to tell them that it's okay to do. That's not going to happen anytime soon because the, let's say, Vatican of Bitcoin with all of the bishops and archbishops are going to not send up their smoke signals saying it's okay anytime soon. Why? Because that's just not the way they roll. But let me show you, and this is going to go very fast. Okay, we're going to start here on Block Cipher, and we're looking at the Dogecoin ledger. Looking at the Dogecoin ledger, right? Very popular currency right now. Dogecoin went up quite a bit, and you'll see these words here, right? This says DA, YouTube, IPFS. So now that code is a little bit different. It's DB instead of DA. And DA is used here. So this says Barats, DA, Barats, and Beretta. You can see that right there, right? You can read that. You can read that. Now, normally I would put a little tiny X in between, but it's just got all, in this case, it's all shoved together. And then you have this. It says Apocalypse Newscast, and you can, again, clearly read that. It looks like it's got the little X in there. This is probably the name of their YouTube channel, right? And then these two records together are an IPFS version 0 CID, and I'll show you how that's done. Also, Block Cipher lets you add, through their format, op return code data that's stored in the chain. And so we have keywords and values here that makes it very, very clear what this is, right? This is out on IPFS, and there's the YouTube video. So you can copy that and go to YouTube and see the thing, which is also represented here in IPFS. Okay, so that's Block Cipher. And again, if you look at the, if you look at the block itself, actually, so if you look at the address, right, you can interact with this from your phone. From your phone, you can send a very small amount of Dogecoin, or a very large amount, but it's going to be burned, to this address. And then your phone is now, if you view this as an anchor, if you view DCX Apocalypse Newscast as an anchor, then you are interacting with that. Okay, so, but what if Block Cipher goes away? The same data can be accessed anywhere. Here is the same data in a different. It's the same record, right? So you see the same data. That's the value of these obviously unspendable addresses. And then, you go down to the transaction. Now, you're not going to have the Block Cipher codes at the bottom, but all the data is here. You can read it. And let me stop for a second and show you what I mean when I say read it. It's these two records right here. So I'm just going to bring over a browser. See, this is the first record. It starts with DDX, and then the second is DEX, and then they're embedded in the middle right here, and right here is the payload. You take an IPFS address like that, and you can convert. You can do a conversion to base 58, and that's what you get. So you could put that as an op return code in, let's say, Digibyte or Bitcoin or anything that gives you 180 bytes. If you have 160 bytes like you have in Dogecoin, you can do this command to put the entire URL into the transaction right there, right? And then there's sites that would allow you to read that. So here is, again, the same information now in Digibyte. So now, not only have I jumped block explorers, but I've jumped from one currency to another, and you still have the same information is embedded in here, right? So now we have two different currencies, and so this this address would be, let's see, so it has transactions, and if you look at the transactions, you can, again, see that entire record. You can see, because of the way that this was created, you know, you see everything. See this, so this says audio video on this one. This said, but there's the, the same tags that you saw in Dogecoin, you now see in Digibyte as well. Here, returning to Dogecoin again, is yet a different solution where they read out op return codes. So if you put something in an op return code, it's going to come out here, and you can see all sorts of patterns forming, all sorts of standards. And so all you've got to do is understand what these people are saying and have them understand what you're saying. And that is completely possible. That can all be done on chain without any level 2 solution. This site is uses the Satoshi Vision currency, and this simply reads data from Satoshi Vision. So each of these images, and many of these come from China, but they are burned into the op return code of Satoshi Vision. And so that's what this this site is about. And this is just a small group of them. It's not all of them. There's some things in there are quite dangerous, because again, this is anybody who has a certain level of technical ability can write an MP3, an audio file, into Satoshi Vision, because their op return limit is so big. The unspendable stuff that you saw before, the funny words, are created using this. It's GitHub. And then, I even have an example online, right? You can put whatever you want into there, and it will interpret it. See, it says coin wow now. So if you take that guy, you can send something to it. And I can. It's very easy to work with this stuff, right? There's a QR code for CoinWow right there, right? That's the QR code. So if you send to that, you just put a CoinWow transaction in there, right? This thing here, by the way, is kind of interesting. This is this is hosted out on IPFS, and it's just a JavaScript screenshot recorder, right? So it allows me to, take images of myself. If I had my phone with me, I could show a QR code and then have it come onto the computer. I can then save it, open the image in a new tab if I wanted to. It's very useful. So there's a lot of tools like this that you can string together, and you can communicate, right? You can use things as they are. You don't need to wait for the Vatican of blockchain to, do whatever they're going to do and bless whatever they're going to bless, because whatever they're going to come up with is going to be a large solution, probably built with some sort of tokens. It's going to be a compromise between Ethereum, Tron, Polkadot, Atom, all those things, where somebody has built this large infrastructure out for you and given you a way to interact with them using tokens. But you, in this world, you need to be in charge. And for you to be in charge, you have to do things a different way. And they're not going to tell you that. They're going to steer you away from that. And that's why I believe I'm different. Anyway, thanks. I hope you enjoyed this.
It's the news at 5:30. Welcome. I'm Tom Baker. And I'm Trina Davis. Our top story tonight. A man is in custody for a we seem to technical difficulties. Let's check in with weather. Interesting weather pattern. This just in. It's the apocalypse. My notes. We lost the teleprompter.
So that is the QR code for the YouTube video that I started to show you that I've been alluding to. So you can just click on your phone and watch it from there. Um, and, thanks to Baratz and Beretta for, letting me use this. Although this can be seen as a criticism or whatever. You can view this however you like, so that I'm not demonetized in YouTube, or which is, by the way, not something I really care about. Anyway, there you go. Thanks.